Woo-hoo! Baby back ribs. Thought I'd give y'all a little update what we got going on here. We haven't had a cold winter yet. I think it got to 25 one night. It's cold, but we didn't have a frost up until probably 2 weeks ago, maybe a week before Thanksgiving, and it's kind of unusual here. But anyway, the grass is all green, all dead now, and we don't have to mow anymore. The asparagus, it's died. It's got to be trimmed back. But I'm going to show you what we got going on today. We got collard greens in here, and we picked a bunch of them. Preacher's day off come over and got him a mess the other day, and we are going to pressure can these. Kind of a southern tradition in a lot of places down here is for Thanksgiving. A lot of people have collard greens and smoked turkey legs, and they take that turkey leg meat and put it in these collard greens, and that's what they have for Thanksgiving. We are pressure canning these collard greens, these fresh ones, and we had some smoked turkey left over, and we're putting that in there. I'll take you in there and show you that in a little bit, but let me show you what else we got going in the greenhouse here. We've actually got some broccoli that's coming on nicely, and you're not going to believe this. It's December the 5th, and these are red deuce tomatoes that we planted late. They're not going to make the first hard freeze that comes along will get them, but they do have blooms on them. The sun daylight is short. Got some cabbage. We got a nice one forming here, another one over there, and got a lot of cabbage. I think we're going to make us some sauerkraut when these make, and these will make. All these cold crops here will make in the winter in the greenhouse. We got a nice tomato here. It's not going to make, but let me show you what we got going over here. We're still getting strawberries. Now we're not getting a bunch, but we are getting some strawberries. If you look down in there, there's a bloom. We learned a lot this year with these strawberries. They don't like the heat. There's a nice one down in there. I may have to pick that and eat that in a minute. But they don't like the heat, so we're trying to figure out a way to shade these when the heat comes on, because these are everbears. These are seascape, and we'll get a good crop off of them in the spring, and that might be all we do with them. But this is these are not quite a year old yet, but we got a nice crop off of them, but not like we had planned. But over here, we're pulling the okra out. Nobody wanted okra. Now I'm gonna tell you, this is an experiment. If you want to grow okra and you want to grow lots of it, plant it in a high tunnel greenhouse. It absolutely loves it. We have canned it. We have froze it. We've put it in, I got a bird in here. We've put it in, freeze dried it, done that, and we've done all we wanted, and nobody wanted any more okra, so we just let it go. We're going to take the seed off of that and use the seed. But anyway, over here we still got some sun gold tomatoes. We're getting those still, and they're still coming on, and they'll do till it hard freeze, and then that'll be the end of these. But boy, these are good. But anyway, got a few peppers left down there. The cucumbers have pooped out, and those were English cucumbers, but that's kind of what we had going on in here. We're getting ready to clean this side off and get it ready for spring, and we'll keep harvesting our collard greens over there until spring, and then it'll be time to pull those out and do something else over there. But anyway, let's go back in the house and see how our collard greens are doing in the pressure. Before we go in, I thought I'd take you out to the Happy Hen Hotel, kind of show you what's going on. That's Brewster the rooster right there, and he's a dandy. There's Henry. Now Beck thought that was a Henrietta, and she named him Henrietta. And I knew it was a rooster, but Beck was hoping that it was a hen, but there's old Henry. But these black Australorps are awesome. They're not quite a year old. They'll be a year old in March. And the nests are full in there right now. We're getting anywhere from 15 to 20 eggs a day in December. And I'm shocked by that, because usually chickens shut down. And we got one that's got a, I don't know if you can see her holding that leg up, but she's hurt herself somehow, and we're keeping an eye on her. But these black Australorps are awesome. They are laying machines, and they're pretty docile. Now Brewster, he's getting a little cocky, and we let him out in the afternoon sometimes. And he decided that he was going to come after me the other day, and we had a little talk, and I don't think he will do that anymore. Yeah, right. Let's go see what we got cooking in the house. I'll show you my wood cutting station that I've made here. This was a tree, and this is not all of it. This is just a piece of it that a tree guy came by and asked me if I wanted. He gave me all the mulch off of it, and he gave me this big oak. And it's been down for a year now, but I made me a rack where I could do that, and I got my splitter set up. So we are in the firewood business for us. We had a few collard greens left over. Those ribs and collard greens ought to be pretty good. We got the All-American canner going, and we got a little bit of time left on it. I'll show you what comes out. All right, let's see what we got here.
Hopefully nothing broke. Oops. Let me do it this way. Oh.
You wimpy.
There it goes.
It just hadn't released yet. There you go. Oh yeah.
Looks pretty good, huh?
Yep, let's see what they look like. Get that smoked turkey in there with it. And we've done these a little bit different this time. We put chicken broth in there instead of water. We don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to find out. But that's what to do with your leftover turkey. Collard greens are cheap if you don't, even if you don't grow your own. But these are fresh. Can't wait.